We're joined by Dr. Esau Laurencin of the Conviva Care Center to discuss ways to help you plan for your next doctor visit. And let's start, first of all, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Mike, for having me.
Yes, it's good to see you again. And it's so important to have a plan for a doctor visit, but there's so much, even fear out there. Folks just, they have that inner feeling where, you know, they're just not quite ready or they don't want to go. So help them get over that fear.
Absolutely. That is a very important question. You know, sometimes people don't understand going to the doctor's office visit is important.
Yes.
You have to plan for it because you may forget things. You may want to discuss something that is not on the list or some bad things happen, but we are human beings. We understand what you're going through. All you have to do is just be honest with yourself and everything's going to be all right.
And then once you get to the doctor appointment, you know, it's important to have that plan. So what is the next step?
Oh, perfect. So now that you have your appointment, your doctor's office, it's very important that, number one, you have a specific plans in mind. What do you want your doctor to know about you? What do you want your doctor to tell you about yourself and how you plan to move forward? So we do recommend that you make a list. Okay. You write your list, okay, these are my questions for my doctor. What does the medication make me feel? How does it make me feel? You know, how can, when I eat something, it affects me? Is that something good or bad? You may not know. Talk to your doctor, okay? And your doctor will give you some pointers. It may be a good thing or it may be a bad thing, but key thing is be open.
Right, that's such a good point because a lot of folks you know, they forget. So,
Absolutely.
you know, you could have your phone out and make sure you have your notes all ready. And you just go write down the list. That's
exactly.
Good advice there.
Exactly. So when you have people, sometimes they have it on the phone list,
right,
or they write it down. So when the doctor come into the room, say, hey, good morning, and good morning. Hey, doc, here's a list for you.
And sometimes you're waiting a while and the blood pressure rises. I know how I am. And it's easy to forget that.
Absolutely. You know, sometimes you may have your wonderful plan. You go to the doctor, right? By the time you leave your home to the doctor's office, a lot of things can happen.
Traffic.
So traffic, accident, ticket, all you name it. So by the time you get there, your blood pressure to the roof. So now all your questions may be secondary at this point because we need to lower that blood pressure. Right. But if you have your question down, the doctor may look at these things and say, you know what, this is important, that's important, let's hold on to this one. But if you have no plans, it's as if you come and leave exactly as you came.
Okay, and that would not be a good idea. So we got the plan in place, the appointment. Now what about the follow-up after the appointment? That can be as important as anything.
Absolutely. Now, one thing, you go to your doctor's appointment, you have your appointment. Now, your doctor talked to you some recommendation. You have to go home and follow through. Because sometimes you find patients that come in, they hear what the doctor says, sound good. But by the time they leave the office, man, it's just history.
And doctor, you know, folks don't hear everything. I have hearing trouble, according to my wife. Just said, what did the doctor say? Well, maybe you could take notes of what the doctor's saying as well. Maybe even have that wife with you or the loved one.
Absolutely.
So you would have two people to hear what the doctor's saying correctly.
Exactly. We do highly, here at Conviva Care Center, we recommend family members come with the patient, with the family, so that not only the patient hears something, but you also can reinforce what you've heard. So it's actually very important. And also one thing I need to mention to you is the PQRS T model. PQRS. Remember that in your alphabet, right?
PQRS.
PQRS. P is what provoked the condition, what makes it bad.
Okay.
Q, the quality of the problem, the quantity, how often this happens, how severe it is.
Okay.
R, the region, the location. Does it move or it stay in one spot? S is the severity. You heard of this. From 1 to 10, how bad is it, right?
Yes.
And T is the timing. When does it happen? Morning time, nighttime, evening time, after food, before food. All these things are important. When you come to your doctors, if you have that, you're going to have a great visit. Yeah,
very good. It's a PQRST. That's very good. And how can folks get in touch with you?
Man, just go to Conviva website and we'll be right there for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Doctor. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
And for everybody out there, make sure you head to our website for more on this, and that is firstcoastliving.net. You're invited to Conviva's open house. Learn more by calling 904-560-8336.